Nearly 40% of Nebraskans cast their vote for the May primary elections, with the majority of them voting by mail rather than hitting the polls this election day. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, Scotts Bluff County saw a 50% increase in voter turnout in the May 2020 primaries compared to the same election 2 years ago. In 2018, just over 4,400 voters hit the polls for the May primaries. Yesterday, 1,159 voters went to their polling stations to vote, but coupled with a whopping 5,178 early ballots cast, there was more than 6,700 voters for this year's elections. Looking at some of the local races now, starting up in Sioux County, Josh Skavdal winning the commissioner race, and then moving down to the southern panhandle now for a contested Kimball County commissioner race, as Carl Stander coming in as the top vote getter. He and Justin Perry moving on to the November ballot. And in a crowded field in the Kimball School Board contest, the top 6 vote getters moving on to the November ballot. Voters in Kimball County also approving all 3 tax levy measures, including the Kimball Agricultural Society, Plains Historical Society, and Dix Rural Cemetery District. Moving to Morrill County now, as Josh Schmidt, the top vote getter in the Morrill County Commissioner race. He and Greg Sturkle move on to the November ballot, and a highly contested Layton School Board contest. Now, these are combined results from both Morrill and Cheyenne counties. Top 6 vote getters will move on to the general election. A couple of Morrill County tax measures here. Voters mainly in favor of the Broadwater and Bridgeport Cemetery District measures, but not so much for the Bayard Cemetery levy, with about 60% of those voters opposing it. Up in Box Butte County now, voters strongly against that Alliance sales tax referendum, as well as the Hemingford school bond measure. Both of those failing to garner enough support to pass. Staying in Box Butte County, as Commissioner Chair Doug Hashman coming up a little bit short against challenger Steve Burke. Steve Burke is your newest Box Butte County Commissioner. And for the Alliance City Council race, as your top 4 vote getters there will be squaring off again in November. Up in Dawes County, Zach Riggs, your leading vote getter for the Crawford City Council, top 2 moving on, while Levi Grant edging out Tony Johnson for District 3 Commissioner. And for your representation on Capitol Hill, President Donald Trump getting the Republican nod, Joe Biden on the Democrat side, and Libertarian Joe Jorgensen all moving on to the November general election. For U.S. Senate now, incumbent Ben Sasse garnering about 3/4 of the votes over Republican challenger Matt Innes. Democrat Chris Janasek, the top vote getter in a crowded field of 7, and Libertarian Gene Siadek running unopposed. Sasse, Janasek, and Siadek all moving on to the November ballot. And for Congress, Gering native Adrian Smith, along with incumbents Jeff Fortenberry and Don Bacon, all advancing to their races on the Republican ticket. Current Nebraska State Senator Kate Bowles, Kara Eastman, and Mark Elworth Jr. moving on to the November election on the Democratic ticket, and will join Libertarians Dennis Grace, Tyler Schaefer, and Dustin Hobbs. Well, coming up after the break, Bill Boyer's in with your midweek forecast here on KNEB.TV News.
Local lending. We're here for you from start to finish. Keeping money in our economy, supporting local jobs, giving back to our community, investing in entrepreneurship, making our quiet towns a destination. At Platte Valley Bank, we support local because we are local.
For the past 44 years, Platte Valley Vacuum and Sewing has been serving the Wyoming area. That's quite a long time. At Platte Valley Vac and Sew, you'll find quality sewing machines, quilting and embroidery machines, even sergers from name brands such as Pfaff and Babylock, both known for their well-made machinery. Keep in mind you'll receive one-on-one lessons with your machine purchase. Platte Valley Vac and Sew also offers a fine selection of 100% cotton quilting fabrics and a great selection of threads and notions to assist you in most any quilting or embroidery project you might have. For all your sewing machine quilting needs, stop by Platte Valley Vac and Sew, downtown Scotts Bluff.
KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
We're going to be dealing with some off and on clouds, maybe a clap of thunder or an isolated shower around. Can't rule out one of those early this evening. We'll clear out overnight in terms of any precip. Temps falling down into the 40s and into the mid-50s by early tomorrow morning. So a storm or two tonight. Rain is going to develop tomorrow, especially late in the day, continuing on into Friday and maybe into part of Saturday before things turn much warmer to start next week. 61 our high yesterday after a morning low of 37. We had just a trace of additional precip out there in the rain gauge, still running above normal for the month and just about a half an inch below normal for the year. Speaking of normal, we've had temps that have been on the cooler side of normal for the last week or so. We're going to transition back to the other side of that and have today, but we're really going to get to that into early next week. Temps here in the 50s in the high country. That warm air not too far to our south, 76 in Lyman, 75 in Goodland, 70 right now up in Valentine, here closer to home. Mullen at 65, at 67 in Oshkosh, 62 in Kimball, 64 right now in Wheatland. Winds are fairly light, 5 to 10 miles an hour. You can see a few gusts around some of those showers that have moved across the region. Severe weather threat highest here in portions of Texas and into portions of Oklahoma, but we do have a slight risk of severe weather here in southeast Nebraska, a marginal risk of a severe storm right into our area. Can't rule out an isolated strong storm. Most everything we're going to have, though, is going to be just of the shower variety. You can see a couple of isolated showers move through the area early this evening. That's about it. Temperatures going to fall off, but not bad at all overnight, with lows only falling into the 40s for most of us. In fact, all of us should be in the 40s overnight tonight. Now for tomorrow, we're going to have sunshine to start the day. That's the good news. The sun will be out through around the lunchtime hour. By afternoon, we start to build in a few clouds. And then by tomorrow evening, we start to see some more rain showers develop, especially late tomorrow. Things are probably going to hold off, and then into tomorrow night, here comes that rain across the region overnight tomorrow night and into early Friday morning. And then we'll have some off and on rain chances on into Friday as well. 72 in Oshkosh tomorrow. How about 70 in Sydney, 62 in Cheyenne. As we look at our rainfall totals, it's going to be light and scattered here across the region, maybe a couple of hundredths to a tenth or so if you get under one of those heavier showers tonight or tomorrow. So tonight we're going to be dealing with partly cloudy skies, a stray storm around early, 45 for your low. For tomorrow, partly cloudy skies, rain develops late, 72 your high. Winds about 10 to 15 tomorrow, so about normal for tomorrow. A little bit cooler Friday into Saturday. Sunday we warm up to near 80, and then Monday and Tuesday we're downright warm with highs approaching 90 both days. And some thunderstorms move into the forecast for Wednesday again of next week. A decent chance of getting some storms on Wednesday. But the first part a little wet, the middle part quite warm. In the end, maybe gets stormy here in our 7-day forecast.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scotts Bluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
I am Rachel Pagel, and I've been a Vero customer for 15 years. I work inside a building all day with my business, and I've always got internet access. I pretty much use my cell phone for everything. I never have any problems with not having service, and I like to, when I go out of town, I still have service. There's no reason I would ever switch to anything else. Oh, sorry, hold on. This is Rachel. Yeah, see, there you go. I had cell service in the building.
With magnificent views and a majestic rolling landscape, Scenic Knowles Golf Course welcomes you. Located 2 miles north of Mitchell, make your way to the top course in the valley. Recent renovations and the highest quality greens in western Nebraska provide a fantastic golf experience at a terrific value. Scenic Knowles provides exciting golf for all skill levels and is where PGA Tour pro Nate Lashley got his start. After your round or anytime you're hungry, stop into Ayala's restaurant for good food and drinks. Call today and book your tee time, or go online at mitchellcity.net/recreation.
Welcome back. Unified Command confirms one new case of COVID-19 here in Scotts Bluff County. A female in her teens is a close contact of a previously positive case. The investigation is complete. All close contacts will be quarantined and actively monitored twice a day for fever and respiratory symptoms by public health officials. There are no community exposure sites identified, and exposure is identified at least 10 minutes less than 6 feet apart. There are also 3 more recoveries reported in Scotts Bluff County, bringing the Panhandle's total recovery count to 47. Looking at the statewide totals now, as 3 additional COVID-19 related deaths were reported to the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services on Tuesday. The deaths were in Lincoln, as well as Dakota County and Gage County, bringing the statewide death total to 103 since March. 120 new cases were reported yesterday, bringing the statewide total just shy of 8,700. Nearly 50,000 Nebraskans have been tested, with more than 41,000 of those tests coming back negative. And the Utah company that agreed to provide Nebraska with 540,000 coronavirus tests is defending its work after 4 state senators called on Governor Pete Ricketts to cancel the state's $27 million contract with the firm Mait Health. Mait Health said in a release that the company has delivered more than 200,000 FDA-approved tests to the state ahead of schedule, launched the state's testnebraska.com website, set up a lab to process them, and help mobilize testing sites in 4 Nebraska cities. Company officials also dispute the senator's allegation that the company hasn't delivered the contractually required number of tests within 48 hours. Well, straight ahead, we'll head on over to the Panhandle Humane Society to meet your featured Pet of the Week. We'll have that in just 90 seconds.
Hey, I've been hanging out here a long time outside of Panhandle Auto Group, and boy, do they have a great selection of vehicles.
And their sales team is great to work with, and you can also get your vehicle serviced and detailed too.
Welcome to Panhandle Auto. This is Sam Serta, General Sales Manager. It has been our pleasure to serve you for the past 2 years. At Panhandle Auto, we have a seat for everybody. Whether you need a vehicle for yourself, a son, or daughter, our team will go above and beyond to satisfy your needs and even your dreams. So again, thank you from Sam Serta, General Sales Manager at Panhandle Auto, for allowing us to earn your business. At Panhandle Auto,
it's time for something different.
Be water wise. Did you know that most people over-fertilize their lawns and gardens? This means your fertilizer and money wash down the storm drain into our waterways, where it makes dangerous algae grow. So the next time you fertilize the yard, remember, you're not just fertilizing your lawn, so don't overwater or use fertilizer when rain is in the forecast. Smart waterways add to clean water. This is a message from Tri-City Stormwater.
Home buying is filled with decisions. Neighborhood, floor plan, fenced yard. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home. Home buying is filled with decisions. Square feet, fixer-upper, room to grow. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home.
Hi, this is Garfield. He is an awesome cat. He is 10 years old, and he's super sweet. You wouldn't tell his age by how he acts with you. He talks like a little kitten, he plays like a little kitten, and he'll just sit there and cuddle with you like an old man. He's super, super sweet. He has a little scars and some bumps and bruises. He did come in as a stray, but you wouldn't be able to tell it by how he acts. He's just a super great guy. He comes with, he will be neutered. He will get his rabies vaccination. He is up to date on all vaccinations, and he will be microchipped before he leaves. He is $50, and he wants you to come meet him.
Plus, whoever adopts the featured Pet of the Week will also receive a $25 Murdoch's gift card. Well, straight ahead, we'll see what's shaking up on your midweek community calendar.
Small business, you're the engine that makes our communities thrive. That's why we're with you, providing more for you, so you can focus on what matters most. Small business, you're the engine that makes our communities thrive. That's why we're with you, providing more for you, so you can earn more, save more, and do more.
Welcome to Kelly's, home of the Valley's best selection of wine, spirits, and beer. Whether you're brand loyal to the tried and true brew or really enjoy trying something different and new, Kelly's has something for everyone. Family owned and operated and right on your way on West 27th Street in Scotts Bluff. Kelly's Liquor. If you can't find it at Kelly's, it's not worth drinking.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a peek at what's happening on your midweek community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
This year, W2 means we double. Reganis Auto Center will double your down payment on any pre-owned vehicle on their lot. Turn $500 into $1,000. Turn $1,500 into $3,000. Use that money to get out of your lease or a vehicle you owe too much on, or to lower your monthly payment. For a limited time only, double your down payment only at Reganis Auto Center on East Overland and East 27th Street in Scotts Bluff, your volume discount dealer.
This summer, take advantage of Chadron State College's online classes. Our classes are flexible, no matter where you are, with starting points throughout the summer. Take a summer class to finish a degree requirement that didn't fit your fall or spring schedule, or to open up your schedule later. Summer classes can help you graduate early, and a summer internship can open doors for your career. Add Chadron State College to your summer plans today. To learn more and see the summer class offerings, visit csc.edu/summer.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want you to plan for tomorrow while you enjoy today. With our personalized trust and estate planning services, our trust services can help you do just that. When it comes to estate planning, you should seek professional help. And when you do, you should have confidence in the financial institution you choose to handle your trust. At Platte Valley Bank, we pride ourselves in keeping our trust operations local and serving our friends and neighbors. We offer a highly personalized, full line of personal trust and estate planning. Give us a call today and see how our trust services can help you.
And finally tonight, it was all eyes on the sky today as the Nebraska Air National Guard conducted a fly-around salute to healthcare professionals and all Nebraskans responding to the COVID-19 pandemic. The flight visited 14 Nebraska hospitals spanning nearly the entire state, starting here in Scottsbluff over Regional West. A 155th Air Refueling Wing KC-135 Stratotanker based out of the Lincoln Air National Guard base, flew above other hospitals, including North Platte, Kearney, Hastings, Grand Island, Columbus, Schuyler, Fremont, Omaha, and Lincoln. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you here next time.